Roll Tide, welcome back to Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Roger Hoover with you at the LLH Healthcare Advantage Center in our podcast studio. Pleased to be joined by the second baseman for the Crimson Tide baseball team this season, Brennan Holt, your first year in Crimson after we've seen you at some other stops throughout your college baseball journey. How much are you enjoying this year playing for the Tide?
I'm loving it. It's everything I've dreamed of and more. I've never imagined me being in Crimson from being from Baton Rouge, but I love it. I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad to spend my last year of college baseball here with the Crimson Tide.
Well, you fit in very well, again, being the everyday second baseman for Alabama. Is it a lot of fun getting to play right next to Justin LeBron as your double play partner?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not many people can say that they got to play with a first-round draft pick, so I'm very grateful, and it's awesome just to be right there in the middle with him and see all the great things that he does on the field and just being a teammate.
Yeah, did it take long to develop that good timing with him defensively and stuff
No,
like that?
not really. I mean, we're both athletic, so it kind of clicked very fast, and just the rhythm and everything worked pretty well just right off the bat.
And we're starting to see the same starting infield really each and every ball game. Luke Vaughn over at first, you at second, LeBron at short, Jason Torres at third, and even John Lim and SEC play kind of catching every single day. Do you feel like that's going to help this team with some of the errors and things like that and having the same five guys kind of locked in place?
Yeah, I think so, because you just have that mindset going to the ballpark that you're going to be playing that position that day, just each and every day, and just being able to be with those guys and having that trust, knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses, and just helping each other get outs and win ball games.
Does it help, too, being back on dirt, especially when we're back in Tuscaloosa? I'm sick of watching games on turf, so I imagine you guys are sick of playing.
Yes, I was just saying that earlier. I'm glad to be back for the whole week, being on our field, playing on our beautiful dirt field, and just being back at home, just where we're comfortable, really.
Yeah, and you guys were very comfortable. Those back-to-back sweeps against the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers. We'll go back to that Tyler Fay no-hitter. How special was that night?
It was amazing. I've never been part of one, especially playing in the field and just seeing every single out that was being made. It was remarkable. I don't know if I'll ever be part of something like that again. And
it energized you, too, when you got to see, okay, he's through 7, probably he's done. Maybe we'll try for a combined no, but no, they're running back out for the 8th and the 9th. That give you some juice?
Oh, yeah, it definitely gave me some juice. Definitely to stay locked in, just the way he was going about his business. He was staying locked in, just attacking the hitters, and just it kept us in the field locked in, because usually whenever there's no hits, you kind of can go to sleep and not really pay attention. But seeing him locked in and going after the hitters, it just, regenerized us.
And how cool was that, especially after the weekend you had at Kentucky, the midweek game against South Alabama? How cool was it to see everything start to flip with that night?
Right. Yeah, I mean, those 4 games was a rough stretch, but we just knew that we were better than that. And just us staying together, just staying as a group, the strength are in numbers, and just seeing this group click over to what we're supposed to be doing and what we knew we could do was one of the greatest things.
It really was. And then you go to the next weekend, the Auburn series, definitely emotional. Alabama against Auburn, and you had some emotion on Saturday night. First of all, tell us about that leadoff double as you were busting it for second right away.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it in the gap, and just part of my game is trying to get that extra 90, stretch singles into doubles, and I just was like, why not? Let's do it. Try and stretch something here, create a little chaos, and it worked out successfully, and thankfully, I was safe.
Yeah, thankfully you were safe. I was able to hold on to the bag. I know you exchanged words with the Auburn shortstop. I mean, that was a fired up moment. Does that just kind of show, you guys are intense baseball competitors, but it's still Alabama versus Auburn.
For sure. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, that just shows the rivalry between these two teams.
Did you guys exchange any words the rest of the weekend if you were around each other?
No words were said to each other. I don't think we looked at each other once.
Because sometimes there's like friendly small talk you guys will have on the field, right? But that kind of ended right there.
That ended right there, There was nothing after that.
Oh, that's cool. And then Bryce, right after you, picks up on the first pitch. Double. I mean, how special was that celebration?
That was awesome. Just rounding third, going home, just knowing we were going to win the ball game, walk off, win the series. It was awesome. Couldn't written it up better.
And then you guys had to do the victory lap to right field. Then the next day you get that win, and you guys go in the stands.
Yeah.
How special was that?
Yeah, that was awesome. We kind of had that pre-stage. If we swept, we were going up in the Rangers. That just shows how meaningful that series was for us.
And you did hop the fence. You got up there.
Yeah, I had to have some help.
Who helped you out?
Yeah, one of the Rangers. Yeah, I'm a little shorter, so they helped me get up there. It was good.
That's
It
really
was good.
cool. So, not only the fun success at home, but you got to be proud too that this group has now brought that energy to the road. A great road series we just had at Oklahoma.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't good on the road, obviously, against Kentucky, and then the midweek versus South Alabama. So we had some cleaning up to do on the road, and we just wanted to take our game that we were playing at home, just carry it on the road, just carry that momentum on the road, and we did that perfectly. And took a big road series on the road against Oklahoma.
So that's where we are now, but I want to go back to the start of your baseball journey. You mentioned it off the top. You're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Did you grow up a diehard LSU fan?
I did. I grew up going to all the home baseball games with my dad since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Football, baseball, you name it.
Who are some of your favorite players?
Growing up, obviously Alex Bregman. Grew up watching him. I loved him. Grew up watching Josh Smith. I grew up watching Cole Freeman as well, second baseman, shorter guy. I mean, I could just go down the list. There's a lot.
So you're at the box all the time. I imagine went to the camps, everything like that.
Oh yeah. I grew up all around it. All around it.
Well, so that had to be pretty cool. And again, we'll get back to your Alabama part of it, but just for you, getting that experience out of high school to sign with LSU, how special was that?
Yeah, I mean it was my dream school. I was recruited there at the end of my sophomore year, and just it was kind of a no-brainer to go there. Growing up 10 minutes away, living, going to all the games, it was a no-brainer for me to go there out of high school.
And then were you teammates with Brady Neal there?
No, I was not.
Okay.
He was the year after me.
I gotcha. And then from then, you've been a little bit of a journeyman at some different spots. First of all, what stood out about Oklahoma State? What are you proud of your time there?
Yeah, they recruited me very hard out of high school. And I just kind of knew if I was to leave, that would be a place I'd want to go to. I loved the coaches there, the staff, and the facilities were amazing. And I just have teammates from there that I love. I still talk to this day. And the coaches there, I mean, they were top notch. I mean, you had Matt Holliday, who played in the big leagues, Robin Ventura, who played in the big leagues, and Jordy Mercer, who also played in the big leagues. So the coaching staff there was tremendous.
Yeah, that's a lot of knowledge to be around, right?
Oh yeah.
And then the next stop for you was South Alabama, where you spent 2 seasons. And again, that's a very proud baseball program with a lot of tradition of sending guys to the major leagues.
Yes. I loved my time at South Alabama. Coach Calvey, he's one of the top coaches, out there, and I just loved him in my time there. I have teammates there I still talk to this day as well. And I loved everything about South Alabama. I graduated, got my undergraduate there, and I enjoyed my 2 years there.
Yeah, I was going to ask, with all these different stops, like, what did that mean academically? Anything you had to retake? Some credits wouldn't transfer over. Was that a headache at all?
It actually wasn't, because it was all undergrad stuff. So all my credits transferred over to each school because I wasn't really deep into my major yet. So I was able to graduate on time, nothing. Didn't have to take any extra hours or anything like that. And everything was smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing. And then for you at the plate for South Alabama, it seemed like some smooth sailing as well. What are some games or moments that really stand out from your years there?
I mean, really just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That question, I don't know.
It's all good. How jazzed up would you guys get for like an Alabama game? Because we've seen some intense showdowns in both Mobile and in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. Just being at South Alabama, that mid-major school, those midweeks when you play SEC schools, that's your Super Bowl. Those games really get you fired up, almost more than your rivals in the Sun Belt that you play on the weekends. So those games on the midweeks, they're big for us, for RPI and stuff like that. So those games were our playoff Super Bowl games that we wanted to win very badly.
And you kind of feel that from the fans too. Wouldn't some like Tuesday nights be sold out, and then you get to a Friday conference game and maybe not as many?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. So you got to compete against Alabama with that opportunity. And then when you were kind of thinking about what this 5th year would look like, how did Alabama enter in those plans?
Yeah. So, I mean, I was open to anything and everything. I was really just wanting to go play for a team that could compete in Omaha, and I want to win my last year of college baseball. And I just wanted to go somewhere that could compete, for that job. And I talked to Alabama, talked to Coach Vaughn, Coach Mo, and it just lined up for me that I wanted to come here, and everything, my goals, their goals were lining up together, and we were like, let's do it.
How'd you enjoy getting to know those guys after being in the opposite dugout for a few matchups before?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we clicked very fastly. I mean, they're great guys. I mean, you can ask anyone around the league. Like, they're some of the best coaching staff, knowledge, but also just as a friend and mentor. Like, they're some of the best guys.
And then you make that decision to come to Alabama. How much did this team kind of welcome you in, and how much fun was like fall baseball, getting to know your
Yeah.
teammates in a different way when it is
Yeah.
ultra competitive out there?
Right, right. Yeah, the team was great welcoming me in. Like, I mean, it's been great. They welcomed me in very fastly and just they were good dudes and fall was awesome. We were just hanging out, competing against each other, talking a little smack to each other. And it's all love, from one another. It brings us closer together.
Certainly, I mean, you've got to feel like that's paid off as we've gotten in
Yeah.
the season, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt. It just getting into it honestly with one another kind of brings you, and your teammates closer together. Just brings love, closer to the program and brings the best out of each other.
Yeah, and that's again all paying off for this group as we get into some really key SEC series. How is this group staying motivated, trying to keep all the momentum we've seen over the last few weeks, keep it rolling?
Right. Well, I mean, we've seen what we can do and we can see what we're capable of. So we're wanting to, continue to do that and see really like what this program can do, from past teams and from the history that this program has. We want to bring that history back to today.
Absolutely. Well, you're doing a great job at second base for the Crimson Tide. Brendan Holt, just thank you for all the time you've given us on Crimson Drive. All the best moving forward. Roll Tide.
I appreciate it. Roll Tide.